So if you're a creative, a designer, or really just anyone who's been watching AI image generation, you already know how fast things are moving. Well, get ready for another huge jump forward. Today, we're going to look at a new tool from Google that's designed to give you some serious creative superpowers.
And look, I'm not kidding when I say this is a major upgrade. This is not just some small tweak. Google has plugged a brand new state-of-the-art image model right into Gemini. And get this, it's got a name you're definitely not going to forget.
Yep, you heard that right. It's called Nano Banana Pro. It's a fun name for sure, but it kind of captures the playful yet incredibly powerful stuff packed inside. But okay, catchy name aside, what does this actually do for you in your creative work?
And that's the big question, right? That's what we're diving into today. We're going to break down exactly what's new, what's so powerful about it, and how you can use it to turn your ideas into some really stunning visuals. So, let's open up this new creative toolkit.
Okay, first up, let's talk about the power of clarity. This tackles a huge pain point for pretty much all AI image tools, getting text right. And believe me, this is a total game changer for anyone who needs to mix words and pictures.
So you can finally say goodbye to all that jumbled, nonsensical text we've all seen. Nano Banana Pro is built to generate sharp, readable text right where you want it, which, just opens up this whole new world of design possibilities that used to be so frustrating. And the ways you can use this are super practical. I mean, think about it, making awesome posters with bold headlines, designing complex diagrams with labels you can actually read, or even just mocking up products that look totally real. You can even ask it to copy specific fonts or handwriting styles. But it's not just about getting English right. This thing has some serious real-world knowledge baked in, and that includes other languages. And that's what lets you take your creations global. So, for instance, you could take a product shot and instantly see what it looks like with packaging in a totally different language. The original material had this amazing example, actually, where they took 3 cans with English text on them and just seamlessly translated it all into Korean. And the rest of the image stayed exactly the same. I mean, that's huge for anyone in global marketing or communication. All right, next up, the power of command. This is all about giving you that pro photographer level of control, but you're doing it with just a simple text prompt. So now you can dictate the exact composition you want. You can ask for a wide-angle shot and then boom, switch it to a close-up. Or you can change the depth of field to get your subject perfectly in focus with a nice blurry background. You can even pull off some really dramatic lighting changes, like flipping a scene from bright daylight to a moody nighttime vibe.
And hey, once you've got that perfect shot, you want it to look incredible, right? Well, that's where this number comes in. We're talking 4K resolution.
So what that means is you can generate or upscale your images to be just incredibly sharp and detailed. So whether it's for a giant screen, professional print, or you just want to zoom way in on those little details, you're getting pro-level quality every single time. All right, this next one, this is huge for all the storytellers out there. It's the power of narrative. One of the biggest headaches with AI has always been consistency, right? Trying to keep a character looking the same from image to image. Well, that's about to change.
Okay, I want you to remember this number, 5. That's how many different characters you can lock in and keep consistent through one single project.
So basically, you can create a whole cast of up to 5 characters, and they'll actually stay looking like themselves. And on top of that, you can lock in the look of up to 14 different objects, too. This is just a massive deal for creating things like storyboards, comics, you name it. And the way it works is super intuitive. You start by creating your character. Then you can take that exact same person, drop them into a completely new background, even change their clothes. But their core features, their face, their build, they stay perfectly consistent. This is how you really build a story, one frame at a time. Okay, but let's be real. No tool is perfect. And it's just as important to know what a tool can't do as it is to know what it can. And to their credit, Google is being pretty open about where Nano Banana Pro is still a work in progress. So, for instance, it can still have a tough time with really small faces or super fine details. And if you're making infographics, you absolutely have to double-check the data because the model can sometimes get things wrong. And yeah, the translation is powerful, but it might miss those little cultural nuances. Knowing all this just helps you use the tool smarter. And to tackle the bigger question of AI safety and responsibility, Google is embedding something called Synth ID into every single image. You can think of it like an invisible digital watermark. You can't see it, but it's a reliable way to prove an image was made by AI, which honestly is a super important step for building trust in this tech.
So where does that leave us? What does this all add up to? I think this quote from the source material really nails it. The goal here isn't to replace your creativity, it's to supercharge it. It's about tearing down those technical barriers so you can get from an idea to a finished piece faster and with more control than you've ever had before.
And really, that just leaves one big question. Now that you've got these new powers of clarity, command, and narrative right at your fingertips, what's the first thing you're going to create?